Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Hayden Be Grilling. Now, tonight, we're going to make some chili. It's Hayden's secret chili. So, don't tell anybody. So, let's get started. So, a lot of people, when they make their chili, they brown the meat and then they combine everything at once, right? No. So, I've got one large can. Let's see, it is 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. Next, I'm going to add 1 can of dark red kidney beans, followed by 1 can of light red kidney beans. Now, these were both drained. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that, but both drained. Now, I'm going to stir this around and see if I think that's enough beans or if we want to add extra can. All right, so for that, oh yeah, we're definitely going to. So we're going to make it 2 cans of dark red and 2 cans of light red kidney beans. All right, so now that I got those additional beans added in, we're going to turn our burner to a medium heat. And basically, we're going to let this come to a low boil, right? And then we're going to reduce the heat to a simmer and cover it. So while this is coming to a boil, we're going to go on to the next step. All right, one thing I forgot, folks. I got 1 packet of chili seasoning here. I'm going to add about half of it to my sauce here. And then give it a good stirring. Get it nice and mixed in. All right, so for this next step, we got us our 1 pound of ground beef in a skillet. And we're going to set it to a medium heat and start browning our ground beef. But I want to go ahead and break it all up. So that way, hold on just a second. So that way, while it's still raw, I can come back with the rest of that packet of chili seasoning and I can season the ground beef. And now continue chopping it and mixing this all in together as it starts to cook. And that's going to really allow the flavors from this chili seasoning to really kind of soak into the meat as it's being cooked. Now, if I was making this just for me or to take to a game day, right? This is where I would dice up a jalapeno and throw it in here with the meat as it's starting to brown. Let the meat soak in not just the chili powder, but also the juices and the flavor from the jalapeno. Now, I do want to give you a heads up that if you go that method of seasoning the ground beef, that seasoning that sprinkles down into the bottom of the skillet, now it will stick to the bottom and it will make it harder getting the bottom of your skillet clean. But, in my opinion, this to me gives it more flavor. All right, folks, so we just finished browning our ground beef. We did drain it. We're gonna dump that into our tomato sauce. Chili sauce. All right, there we go. All right, so now we've got our ground beef stirred in, right? We put our heat down to a low. We're gonna leave it on a low, and we're gonna stir this all in together. And then we're gonna put our lid back on it. And we're gonna leave this in here simmering for about 15-20 minutes, just to let the flavors all kind of meld in together. All right, folks, we just got us a bowl of chili. And here's the beautiful part about chili. You can add whatever you want to it. Now, me personally, this is something my dad did when I was a kid, and it's just stuck with me ever since. But he'll take a slice of American cheese, right? He'll just lay it in there on top of his chili, like that. Now, what I'm going to add to it next is a few slices of these sliced jalapenos. Just drop those in there, move them around. And then lastly, what I'm gonna do is take some saltine crackers and just crunch them up in my hands like that. Sprinkle them on top of the chili. And now we just give this all a good mixing. Just stir this all in nicely with our bowl of chili. You can see the crackers, some of the slices of jalapenos, the cheese. That American cheese is starting to break down now. All right, folks, here we go with that all-important taste test here. Cheese, jalapeno, cracker, chili. Folks, that's some good chili. That is the secret Hayden Be Grilling chili recipe right there. I'm telling you, don't tell anybody. But this was really good, but please, I'm gonna let Miss Bennett close out the video she did a really good job. So thank y'all. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.
Try this on Hayden be Grilling. It tastes good, and follow on Hayden be Grilling every day.